can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. No, I
didn't for one moment think that I was going to be standing here doing the same thing again.
In a world that keeps on pushing me around, I'm gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. I won't back down, baby. There ain't no easy way out. I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. 'Cause I know what's right. I've got just one life in a world that keeps on dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. No, I won't back down.
Hey everybody, well here I am, Coach Chisholm again to the kids at Nordhoff High School. Nigel Chisholm for those of you who know me, and Commissioner Chisholm to the people on the Arts Commission, and old bartender Nigel I suppose for those of you who used to walk into the bar. I'm standing in nearly the exact same spot that I was about this time last year when we had an idea to put banners up for the kids downtown because they had missed their entire last half of the senior year because of the COVID pandemic. Those kids of 2020 were very grateful, and I saw many teary eyes as parents took photographs of their children underneath their particular banner, which they then took home and memorialized with their friends or however they wanted to do it. Maybe just stick it in a drawer and never look at it again for 30 years. Who knows? I've got my old shirt from when I graduated high school with names of people who I might not remember anymore. Anyway, they missed half a year. They missed their graduation ceremony. Amazingly, we're still in the same place. The class of 2020 got their banners up, and thank you so much for that. The outpouring of love and support was really quite remarkable. And I didn't for one moment think that I was going to be standing here doing the same thing again. But it's been quite a horrendous year, hasn't it? The class of 2021 have only just now started to go back to school. The sports teams have just started coming back. Last year I said to you that this Rangers hut behind me listed the championship teams that Nordhoff had over the years, and that 2020 would not feature one because there were no championships for anybody to win. I'm afraid to say in 2021 it's exactly the same. There's been no drop-off on the level of coaching or anything else. There's been no drop-off on the growth of my hair either, which I've not really had cut since this time last year, as you can tell. I'm quite liking it, to be honest with you, although I'm not quite sure that it suits my face. Then again, nothing probably suits my face, to be quite frank. So here we are again. We want to get the banners up downtown. We're going to do the same thing, and we're going to get some more smiles and teary eyes out of people. The banners will be up for the first 2 weeks of June, just like they were last year. And this year, I've actually teamed up with the Nordhoff Parent Association. We're going in whole hog. These kids this year have had an absolutely rotten year. They've had to not come to school at all. They've had to study from home, and it wasn't easy for them at all. Frankly, I didn't think too much about it. I don't have any kids at school. My kids are grown and gone, although my daughter Paige did go to Nordhoff and graduated from here. But since we came back to coaching soccer and I've been talking to my players, I've realized how wrong I was. This really, really impacted them on every level. On an education level, on a social level, and really the seniors had their senior year completely stolen from them, and they will never get that back. So just like last year with the banners, what we're going to do is put them up again. So we need to raise some money. As I say, I've joined up with the Nordhoff Parent Association this year. We want to raise, are you ready for this? $10,000. I feel like I should do this, $10,000, so that the kids can have a real send-off. Last year we raised the same amount of money in about 3 days flat. It was absolutely ridiculous. If we can do that again, it will certainly take a little bit of weight off my particular shoulders. We're going to get banners done. They're going to be up in the arcade just like they were last year. Last year we had 169 banners in downtown. It was fantastic. You all went through downtown and saw that. There are 177 Nordhoff graduates this year and an additional 20 from Chaparral. So 197 banners we need to raise money for this year. $3,500 for the banners. They haven't got any cheaper. It's essentially the same cost as it was last year, and Ojai Business Centre gave us an incredible deal last year and they're extending it to us again. It's always great to support local businesses and they are definitely supporting our local high school. So that $10,000 will go quite a long way toward providing the kids with the banners, a personalised memory of their year and their school experience, which they get to take home and keep for the rest of their lives. Bags full of goodies and memorabilia and one thing and another, photos, candy and cash lays, and various other items that they'll remember this senior year from, so that they can actually have something that they will look back on fondly. We have a responsibility as a community to make sure that this class of 2021 has the best send-off that they can have, and it's memorable and positive instead of being kind of the crappy year that it actually was. School has been a pretty lonely place. It's been a very challenging place for the students and the teachers. No teacher that I know, and I was one, wants to sit behind a computer trying to communicate with a student. They've done a fabulous job, the teachers have, of trying to keep the kids engaged. And the kids, for the most part, have done a good job being engaged. I haven't seen any of the students at all downtrodden or disheartened. They're a little bit sad. Sure, cast your mind back to your senior year and you would be sad too if you were told that you had to miss the entire year and you couldn't do a darn thing about it. So let's get those banners up to make sure these kids, who are actually even worse off than the ones last year because they've missed an entire school year, to make sure that they know that this community cares about them. And we do. We need to care about them. Now the only thing is we've got 2 weeks to raise $3,500 for these banners. So I'm asking you, please go to the Nordhoff Parent Association website, go to that site and make a donation. There's going to be a button up there by the time you get there, and by the time you finish watching this rather long video, and I appreciate you doing that you can contribute. Contribute in any way you possibly can to raise this money to get these kids what they deserve. They're our kids, this is our community, and our community needs to support our kids at this time. Let's give this class of 2021 something that they can be proud of too. I want to thank you very much for listening to this. I'm loving being back on the field with our soccer team. It is an absolute joy and it's my privilege to come out and represent this school and our community on this beautiful field at Nordhoff High School. Not forgetting the kids at Chaparral. They have had a very, very difficult year as well. More difficult in many respects because their class size is very, very small. So let's make sure that this town recognises every single one of these graduating seniors from both of our public high schools. Thanks very much for listening, and go Rangers!